Oondooroo Station is 30 kilometres from the outback Queensland town of Winton. It's believed, although it's a bit hazy, that Oondooroo Station was first established in late 1870s and has a rich and wonderfully Australian history. It was originally purchased by the Shollock family in 1878 for 19,000 English pounds, to which they added 23,000 sheep. In 1881, the buildings on Oondooroo were started. They wanted to establish a refined living in the harsh conditions in the outback and build sandstone buildings, which left them with no money at all, so they had to sell the property to the Ramsay family in 1886. The main homestead in Oondooroo was never actually built, and what is now the Oondooroo homestead was originally supposed to be the maids' quarters. These large rocks, referred to locally in this area as moon rocks, pudding rocks, snowmen and dinosaur eggs, are a type of geological miracle called a concretion. These rocks get their local name from the round shape and white colour resembling a full moon. Most of the moonstones are rounded in shape, although some have multiple concretions fused, forming strange dumbbell or snowman-like structures. They can also vary in size. Some can be as small as golf balls, while others can be as large as a car. Because of the variety of unusual shapes and sizes, concretions have previously been incorrectly interpreted to be dinosaur eggs, animal bones, or even human artefacts. In 1895, famous poet Banjo Patterson and a friend were visiting Dagworth Station. The story goes that one evening at dinner, the manager asked his friend how things were going. The reply was, "Not much, only a swagman, waltzing Matilda, down by a billabong." That's all the words he had. Also at that time, a shearer who had been active in the strike campaign, which had turned very violent with bashings, burning of sheds and attacks with guns on various properties, had been found dead in a nearby billabong, having committed suicide. He was apparently the inspiration for the swaggy in the song. Banjo Patterson put the ideas into a poem as he thought it had potential. Miss Christina Macpherson of Dagworth Station, whom he was visiting in 1895, was playing a tune which she had heard in Woononball, Victoria, on a musical instrument. It's believed that Dagworth didn't have a piano, so on a visit to Oondooroo, where the Ramsays did have a piano, it was said that Patterson and Christina got busy and put the words to the music. That's when Waltzing Matilda became a famous Australian song, actually an Australian anthem. Whilst we were here, we were lucky enough to be there while it was shearing season. Bern happily roused about for the shearers and well and truly earned his smoko on lunch, baling 6 bags of wool, weighing approximately 170 kilos each. Oondooroo is an awesome station to come and stay at. The history is fascinating. This is a working sheep and cattle farm, and host Jason and Kerry are so welcoming. The beautiful green grass around the homestead and sites are a welcome relief to all the dust. With only a few powered sites at $30 a night and $25 for unpowered, bookings are essential. In 1889, the first shearing machines were used in the district and on Oondooroo. In 1893, 240,000 sheep were shorn at Oondooroo Station. In 1894, there was another shearers' strike for better pay, as the wool prices had gone up, but the landowners refused and the men had to either agree for the lower pay or have no work. The shearers started the strike on Oondooroo Station and wool sheds were set on fire, but thankfully were put out by the rain. Unfortunately, Dagworth Station wool shed wasn't so lucky and it burnt to the ground along with all the bales of wool. The now famous shearer Jackie Howe was the speaker at a huge meeting in Blackall in Queensland, and then followed the famous gathering under the Tree of Knowledge at Barcaldine, which is now the birthplace of the Labor Party. Tune in next week when we walk with the dinosaurs and we step back in time 100 million years. Thanks for all your support. Peace be the journey.